alleging security failures in the Parkland school massacre.
A warning: if there are children in the room, the content here may be disturbing.
Well, with all the screeching recently about Vladimir Putin and Russia and treason.
By the deadline is a couple of days before the debate. Are you concerned about that?
No. Jimmy, my emails are so boring.
We came, we saw, he died.
I don't want to see him impeached. I want to see him in prison.
On this Memorial Day, as our nation honors its unbroken line of fallen heroes, and I see many of them in the audience here today.
We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that.
I tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person.
I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Well, good evening, everybody, and I'm back. I had a full week off from the studio, and I really enjoyed it. And I only got half done what I wanted to get done. I got the video of the swatting completed, and I messed around with as you can see, with some of the screens that I'm using now. And I didn't get much further than that. Got a little more work done on the documentary, some music stuff done, and that's about it. Yeah. Lee getting on today's verdict, I guess evidence was brought forth that they were actually sexting text messages between the two and the police officer that got convicted. Once that got brought to light, there's no way she could have gotten any other conviction. And how can she have a relationship with the guy and then say she picked the wrong apartment? So that's just ridiculous. So, yeah, I think indirectly saved the lives of a lot of officers, because I think that people would have been doing some really stupid stuff in the streets. And we don't need any more of that. We need to get rid of the bad ones and keep the good ones in there. So let me go ahead and go up in the chat here and say hi to everybody. Sergeant, first one in the house from my end. Then came Ken. DV Bravo is here. And Miko Max, of course. How's it going? Roy is here. Kind of late, Roy. David is in the house. How's it going? Sidekick Hat. And Greta, of course. Oh, my God, Greta. I thank you so much for that extremely large super chat. And Slap Weasel is here. Cody Bear. Josh Russell, thank you so much for stopping. And Josh, man, everything you've been through, I just, man, like I said, I can't say enough about you for what you're doing now, man. You're really good. I mean, I'm not even going to get into details, man. They can go to your channel and figure that one out. What you're doing right now with your life is awesome. And I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you. Okay? And let's see here. Who else? Who else do I got in here? Shamrock. Shammy is in the house. Okay, Lee Schaefer is here. Pastry Bear, how's it going? Huckleberry Auditor is here. I Could Be is here. And WTT is in the house. Let's see, who else do I got? Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. Let me see. Like I said, when I took this time off this past week, taking a week off. Yeah, you're here, Fred. I just didn't see your name earlier. If I missed it, I'm sorry. So, yeah, I took the week off because I needed to get so much stuff done, and I just didn't have the time to do it. But well, like I said, I needed to work on the documentary about my friends that were murdered up north, and I got some done, just not a lot. Trying to go through all the footage for the swatting. And hold on a second. I forgot to give Greta the sound for doing that donation. Hold on. Here we go.
You've got shekels.
I love that sound. Anyway, I'll play that every time I get a donation. You guys don't have to, but thank you so much. Like I said, it goes towards more equipment. Got to fill up this thing. So anyway, after going through all the video from the swatting, and realizing that half of it was from inside the house. I mean, I cut all that out. I'm not, nobody's got a right to see inside my house other than my studio that you see right here. That's it. So, yeah. So I cut that out, and, my wife and all that was on. My son was on, both of them. No, it's not. No. My son was outside in front. You could hear him talking on the video, and some of that I even cut out, So, I mean, he was going around talking to the officers going, "What do you carry?" "Oh, why do you carry that?" Another officer would be like, "What do you carry?" "Why do you carry a Glock?" He's like, "Why does every cop carry a Glock?" So, I mean, it was things like that I just kind of cut out. I mean, I don't even know if you could hear it. I had to really boost it to hear any of that. It was from inside the house anyway. But like I said, what I did for final editing, everybody was able to hear, the guy's voice, and and see from the different angles what actually happened, and it is what it is. Police are pretty much figured out. They pretty much know who did it. They got pretty good idea who did it, and that's really all I can say. And so that's yeah, David, Gavin was kind of funny. I got to say, he was kind of cracking me up, and he's cracking up a lot of the officers that was there. But I don't know what we're going to talk about today. And I guess we'll get going with the phone calls here shortly. But man, talk about a week. What's going on? I mean, what's going on in politics and all that. And God, I hate talking politics in here, but it comes up sometimes. Care Bear, I just talked about that. Yeah, the police kind of figured they pretty much know who did it. And everything's being worked on right now. So, yeah, Care Bear, they pretty much know. So, hey, if you're listening and someone comes knocking on your door, and it happens to be police, oh well. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, Care Bear, I know. I've kind of known for a while. So, yeah. Yeah, so... Can we get footage of the arrest? I don't know about that, Cody. I don't know. But, Man, I want to get back to this. This week, everybody is flipping out in on in the TV. They're saying, oh, Trump is guilty of treason and because he made a phone call, and what what he was inquiring about was such a criminal act. It was absolutely pathetic. I mean, what Biden did was so freaking criminal. What Obama did was criminal with his spying. What Hillary did was criminal with her, because they're calling everything with Trump a security breach because he made a phone call, and Hillary had her freaking emails stolen, 30,000 of them. And they don't call that a security breach. It is the hyperbole derby of politics going on right now, and it's friggin' hysterically entertaining. Huckleberry, I can't say anything about that. I don't know what they're going to do. I doubt it. It would be funny, though. I have to say, that would be funny. Yeah. If he passes gas, impeach him. Yeah. Anyway, okay, guys, Discord, for the ones that can get into my your little private chat room for the Discord, that is now open for the ones that want to go in there and get involved with this, because I'm about ready to put up the phone line. And let's see. Oh, this will be fun. Isn't that cool? I had too much fun putting these little screen things together. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on them, guys. But, there it is. And look, a phone that's almost as old as me. Guys, I actually used a phone like that once when I was younger. Oh, my God. That whole thing with Biden's son getting on basically an oil company board, an energy board overseas in the Ukraine, when he doesn't know anything about that. That is hysterical. And Biden, of course, getting the guy fired that was involved in opening up an investigation. I mean, that's not treason, though. No, that's not treason. Oh my God. Yeah, it's actually Patriots from the same time period. That is a 1952 telephone, and that is a TV, the one in front that I'm sitting in, that's made in 1952. This other one is from the late 60s, early 70s, the bigger one in the back. Yeah, for you young folks, yeah, you used to have knobs with just a few channels. And truth be told, wherever you lived, you pretty much got 3 channels on, I can't even remember. I think it was VHF. And then UHF, you got a few more, and they were terrible quality. And then you had the rabbit ear antennas, and sometimes people used coat hangers and aluminum foil and everything else. Yeah. Yeah, I think the top knob was the VHF, and the bottom was the UHF, and holy cow. I remember where I lived, channel 56 was where you got all the cartoons, and I used to watch Tom and Jerry on it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But this TV in the back, the big one, I had a TV just like that when I was younger. Just like it. But hey, guys, the phone line is open. You want to call in and just talk about whatever. You want to ask a question, ask a question. Like I said, I feel like I'm out of practice. I took a week off. Although I did do a Saturday night cigar stream, but that's like low tech. So I got back in here. And I'm like, okay, let me remember how to do all this. Lee Schaefer, that's a really good question. I think if that police officer had gotten off on that charge, we would have had some serious problems. Even if it was reduced, because I believe there were 2 charges involved in that case. I think if she had only gotten manslaughter, I think it would have been just as bad. Manslaughter should be lucky to serve 5 years. I really think that would have been it. I mean, she's got a murder conviction. Mark Miller, she was convicted of murder. The police officer in Dallas. That's what I heard today. She was convicted of murder. So I don't know what you were saying there, Mark Miller. Pills? Really, Slap? Well, Mark Miller, I think that because they have... I think because they have some... And don't quote me on this, I'm not sure, but I think there was some evidence brought forward that she... there was some text messages between the two, and don't quote me on that, I don't know. Well, really? Like she's going to live 99 years? Look, we have people that are sick pedophiles that not only rape and torture children, and then they kill them. And these people, pedophiles, they don't get hardly any time. You know, the problem with a lot, I mean, yeah, there are, you know, it's funny. People say, oh, you know, most of the cops are bad. Not even close. I think we have a small percentage that really screw up bad. And I think she's one of them. I think it's pretty obvious. What she did was pretty obvious. And she's no longer on the streets anymore. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't know what to do about that. Look, I mean, I had 3 friends lose their life to a police officer. I should say former police officer. He was thrown off the force and killed the 3 after. He was thrown off the force because he did something really stupid as a police officer. Okay? So, that being said, what took place after was pretty sick. So, Tigger, you think murder 1 seems too much? It wasn't like she didn't know the guy. They had a relationship of some sort. If you listen to all the testimony, I believe there was some text messages going between the 2 of them. No, I think she is. Well, no, that's just it, Mark. No matter what you do to her, is it really justice? That's what gets Mark. I think you hit the nail right on the head. When someone murders someone else, even if you murder them back, if you send them to the chair or, you know, lethal injection, whatever, and you kill the person back, is it really justice? Because a dirtbag goes to the grave, but you still lost someone that was innocent in all this. There's no justice. It's impossible to get true justice. True justice would be bringing the person back from the dead, and now they're alive, and then the person that did the murder is dead. That's as close as you're going to get to actual justice. Because no matter what you do to the perpetrator of a crime like that, it doesn't bring back the person. Okay? It doesn't bring back the person that was killed. It doesn't bring them back. Personally, I have a problem with the death penalty, and I'll tell you why. I don't trust the judicial system to convict someone correctly. How many people have we convicted unfairly with no evidence? How many people have been sent to the death, okay, to the electric chair, to their death? How many with no evidence? Not enough to, certainly not enough. How many innocent people have we put to death? Have we put in the electric chair? How many innocent people have we sent to the, to get the lethal injection? And, how many? I don't believe in the death penalty because I don't believe in the justice system. I don't think it's good enough. I don't think so. I think it's pretty lousy. Yeah, as soon as if someone innocent has ever been sent to the electric chair, and we know innocent people have been sent to death. Okay? We know this. They've been sentenced to death. So, what do you do? That's why I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't think we've gotten it right. Oh, Tigger, I'm used to that. Yeah, Greta, that's the truth. There you go. He was convicted and murdered. Guys, it's like I say, if someone ever harmed my children and I found out who it was, there ain't going to be no trial. There ain't going to be no trial. But that's different. If I know who did it, there ain't going to be no trial. I just don't trust the justice system to get it right. I don't know how else to say it. I don't think trials have gotten it right a lot. I know, that's why we have a jury. But when does the jury get it right? Okay, here's one for you. I watched the entire O.J. Simpson trial back in the late 80s, early 90s. God, I think I was on third shift, okay? So I watched the trial during the day for the entire time. I watched every single day. Watched what the jury didn't even see, I saw. And from the very beginning of that trial, something didn't smell right. I still don't think O.J. is guilty. I think his son is guilty. I have always thought his son was guilty. His son made 2 threats against her. The son has been committed at least twice. Okay? I think O.J. knew his son did it, and I think O.J. protected him by bringing the heat on himself. He knew he was going to be found not guilty of that. Yeah, I believe O.J. knew about it, and I believe his son did it. So, again, like I said, I watched the entire trial. I even watched the stuff the jury didn't see. Yeah, I think that whole high speed or the slow speed chase in the white Bronco was done to bring the heat off of his son and bring it on O.J. I think O.J. did that for his son. I'm not saying that O.J. is some kind of, moral guide or anything like that. Not even close. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going okay. Who do I got?
Miko Max.
Miko, I should have recognized your voice again. Jeez, I'm crow. What the heck?
Hi there, Greta. I have used phones older than this. It had a cone on the front. It did have the rotary dial too, but it also had an arm on the side that you twisted just like off of, I think it was Green Acres or Hooterville had one of those phones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. TV never had one like this because lived in a motorhome.
Oh, yeah?
And didn't have any room for anything like this. Frick, the kitchen and the living room were sort of one thing, and the TV was set up on top of the fridge.
Really? Okay. It
Yeah,
must have
it
been
was-
one of those small fridges, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like the under-the-counter ones, the half-size ones.
No, it was bigger than that
Okay.
because this was what was it, 1957 about?
Okay.
No, I was born in 57, so around 61.
Okay.
Because I can remember the first trailer we ever had. I was sold it not too long after I cracked my skull the second time.
What, were you trying to climb up it?
No, I fell off that cliff
Oh, okay.
and just about drowned in my own blood. But I had a fun life. When we lived in the bush, my mom and dad used to tie me to the front of the trailer because I'd run away. Go up to the rigs. So they had me tied out there one day, and my dad come out and he looked because the dog was barking. There was a bear at the back end of the trailer, and I was at the front end.
Okay.
And the dog was in between the two of us. My dad zipped in and got his rifle, come out and shot it.
Okay, so you lived in a small trailer, and you were tied to the front of it by a rope. How much feet did you have being tied to the rope? They give you at least 20 feet?
I don't remember that. But I've got pictures of me climbing up the rig steps up to the doghouse. But I was still wearing a diaper. It's because my dad worked up there, so I wanted to go up there too.
Okay. Yeah. Cody Bear said, okay, he was leashed up. Was the dog loose?
Yeah, the dog was loose.
Well, you see them in the mall. That's not a trend that's gone away. We see them in the mall all the time with kids with little backpacks on, and there's a leash tied to the backpack. Because, I mean, in the mall, kids get away from their parents. That's a safety concern, too. Let's face it.
When I was married, ex-wife had a set of twins, and her dad said he would never go. Dad and her stepmom said that they'd never go shopping with them kids again. And I said, well, I'll take you shopping with them and we'll have no problems. I just grabbed a hand, one in each hand, and that was it. They had to walk at the same pace as me, which was, I walked slow enough for them. But no problems with them.
Okay. So we're having all kinds of comments now and there about ropes. Oh, my God. You guys are bad.
Yeah, how many of these purple have had rope burns? I went through a rodeo stage 2 years of my life where I owned a horse, eh? I got rope burns then. And also used to climb in a hayloft.
Well, I mean, but at the rodeo, you can almost, it's like, okay, rope burn, that seems reasonable. But yeah, you ask a 3 or 4 year old kid, hey, why do you get rope burns? And he's like, because I was tied to the the trailer hitch of our mobile home. I mean, I mean,
Yeah, but
you gotta laugh.
They had a harness for me.
Well, they had a harness that makes it okay.
Yeah, it fit over my chest and tied off in the back, so I couldn't undo it.
So how did they really have harnesses that were made for kids in 1960, or was it something for a dog that they just adapted to you?
Damn if I know. Maybe that's why the dog wasn't too tied up.
Did the dog outgrow it or something?
I don't know. It was a good dog. He got stolen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom said I used to ride him like a horse. I'd grab his ears and jump on his back.
Sounds like a big dog.
He was a Sheltie. You gotta remember that I'm, 2.5 years old, and I was pretty sickly when I was young because of the fractured skull when I was born.
Oh, okay.
Mom told me she thought I had allergies when I was young because I had a hard time when I was really young. And it's come to me that it wasn't allergies. I was going through a bone repair without any painkillers.
Okay.
And I've done that so many times now that nothing helps.
No.
No. Could be worse, I guess.
Really? It could be worse than that?
Oh, yeah. Huh?
It could be worse than that? I don't know what you're telling me is... No, Miko, I don't like... I know you're I'm kind of sitting here. I'm laughing, but I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, it just sounds like... What? Finish what you were going to say.
I never had running water until I was 18.
Okay.
Just go down to a ditch and pail it out of a ditch not too far from our place. Or later when we started hauling it with a 300-gallon tank, then I'd go up to the community well.
Okay.
Have to fucking... with 300 gallons, you should have good springs, but I didn't have good springs, so what I do is I put 2 blocks of wood under it, to hold it up off the axle.
Okay.
Because when you got all that weight in there, it just sinks. So you put 2 blocks of wood in there, and it's just makes it solid when you're going down the highway. But got going too fast one time, and it sloshed. One of the frickin' blocks of wood fell out. There was just blue smoke going down the highway.
Well, Roy's asking if you grew up in the bush. No, Roy, Miko didn't grow up in the bush. He grew up in Canada, eh? Yeah, Canadian bush. Yeah.
Well, I was semi-bush farm.
Yeah.
You know, just...
It sure wasn't in the city.
Like, even on farm, the closest person was at least a mile away.
Oh, my God. Okay.
You know, 2 miles away, there was nobody close. Even now, well, it's getting to be too many people here.
Really? Now you're on the western side of Canada, right?
Yeah.
There ain't too many people there. That's like out in the middle of flipping nowhere.
Well, I like elbow room.
Okay, Miko.
Too many people here. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. I like it when there's nobody around. Hell, when I was young, you know, in my 20s, I used to drive all over fucking 100, 110 miles an hour. Just do whatever I fucking wanted drunk. I don't think I'd get away with that. Now it's just too many people. I'd probably hit somebody.
Okay, Miko. Miko, I'm gonna let you go here because I got to get someone else on the phone. We've been talking way too long, and I'm gonna try to get at least 4 phone calls for this stream. I'm gonna try. So
okay.
I think
it was good I started it off.
Yeah, thanks a
Catch
lot for
later,
calling in,
Steve.
man. Yeah, we catch you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. There's the phone line. The phone number. Call in. I don't know what you want to talk about, but Miko got the ball rolling. So the phone lines are there. In my antiquated visual spectacular. See, I'd like to have at least 5 miles between me and my nearest neighbor. That's all really nice until you need someone fast. No, I love it when I'm down on the farm, you know, going back where the ranch is with all the cattle and everything. I love doing that, you know. You know, and it's out in the middle of flipping nowhere. Ain't nobody around. I mean, you drive in the back of it, it's just a mile to get just to the camp where the cabin is, and then it's another mile to get to the end of the land. That's out in the middle of flipping nowhere. Miko needs a dog. Now, he doesn't, I don't know if he needs a dog to ride. He may need 4 dogs to pull a sled. Well, Miko, I'm just saying, it's nice. I mean, you don't want to be like, 10, 20 miles away from somebody. Pastry, I love being out there, trust me, I love being out away from everybody, but I don't like being away from my family. I mean, I want my family with me, but it gets old after a while though. I'm a social guy. I like to talk to people. I suppose that's what internet's for these days, but talking with someone in person is nice. Hey, for all the guys from my group that want to get on Discord and get into the conversation, it's open right now if you want to jump in it. If you do, just turn the volume down so it's not echoing through it. I mean, I live in a suburb, and I can't stand. I hate living in the suburb. I want to move further away, but I can't move any further away from my job. I mean, with traffic, it takes me sometimes an hour and a half to get to work. So, I mean, no traffic. It's 40-minute drive, 30, 35, 40 minutes. But damn, when there's traffic, that I couldn't live any further away. I mean, it would be ridiculous. I spend, 3 hours minimum a day commuting, total every day. Yeah, Shamrock is a non-blue person. There are a lot of non-blue people in here. And, of course, there's a lot of blue people in here. I have probably way too many mods than I should. Then I have mods that overstep and like to time people out all the time. Boulder. Yeah, don't time anybody out until the end when you want to play. Oh, look at that. My favorite. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
Okay, faraway neighbors. You know you gotta live in the country when the empty lot that's been across from your home for 90 years finally builds a house and all the windows are facing your house. Then it's time to move to the country.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. That's what happened to my house in Hawaii. That's why I moved to Reno.
Yeah.
Because in Reno, my nearest neighbor is 5 miles away.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So Miko has it right. Hi, Miko. How are you? But rope burns, you guys are talking about rope burns. Your child should never get a rope burn if you put a harness on them and the rope is at its back. If they're tangling themselves up into the rope, then you're a bad parent because you ain't watching them.
I have this phobia against having a leash on my child. I see it all the time. I see it all the time if we go out, and I don't go to the malls anymore because of this. I mean,
well, I don't like to go shopping anyway, but I never put my kids on a leash, and I had two that I naturally, and the rest of the 4 I adopted. I used to just line them up. Now remember, military family.
Yeah.
I'd line them up, and I'd say, "Attention, march," and we'd march, and I'd say, "Hold hands," and they'd be holding hands. And when they went to the store and there was toys, I'd say, "Hands behind your back." The hands would go behind their back, and that's the way they'd stay. Hands behind their back. And then they'd come to me one by one, "Mommy, can I have this?" And I'd look at it, and I'd say, "Put it in the basket." And then we'd get home, and then they go, "Can we have our toy?" I said, "You didn't earn it yet. Go do your chores. Do your homework, clean your bed, put your clothes away, and maybe I'll give you your toy at the end of the week." I was
there you go,
Mom.
Well,
I was a tough mom.
here's the thing, though. I don't go to the mall because it's absolute chaos. Last time I was at the mall, I had to talk 2 people out of a domestic dispute out in the parking lot. One of them had a gun and was trying to get his child from his girlfriend. And
oh shit.
Oh yeah. This was, I mean, Gavin was like 5 at the time. And it's just, and this is why I don't go to the malls anymore. It's just crazy. It's not safe. And I know I can carry my gun there. It's ridiculous. You're a soft target even with a gun in that kind of a crowd. You know,
yeah.
so, and
well, I'm a woman and I don't go to the mall. I hate shopping. I don't like going there at all. And that's why I grow my own food. And I mean veggies, fruits, meat. I grow it all myself. And here in Reno, I found me a really good butcher. Now I'm going to sound a little racist or whatever. He's a German guy. He's awesome. I know you're supposed to call him, what do you call them? Processors. And his says butcher on it, on his building. But he takes care of everything. He takes care of our deer, our elk, everything.
Okay.
And all you vegetarians, too bad. You know, I eat meat. And I eat veggies and I eat fruit. But, you know, anyway. So, yeah, children should be, what did they used to say? Children should be seen and not heard when you're in company. And if you take your children anywhere, they're your children. They're not for everybody else to watch them. You hold their hand, you keep them with you. And these parents nowadays, I get paranoid going anywhere because they let their kids out of the car. They don't turn around. They don't watch them, and they run away. And then they run out in the street. And you slam on your brakes and nearly kill them, and they scream and yell at you. Sorry, you're supposed to be watching them. You brought them into this earth. You better keep a hold of them.
Yeah, here's the thing that okay. And this is what bothers me. Okay, when I go to the mall now, of course, my my son Gavin is going to be 9 here in a little over a month, and my little one's going to turn 2 this month. You know, if there's no carriage,
happy birthday!
Well, it's it'll be at the end of this month. But if there's no carriage I can put him in, I'm carrying him if I go to a store. My kids don't get to walk around. They don't. I'm sorry, don't do that. It's just not going to happen. I don't go to stores and do Christmas shopping. Not even close. I literally shop online because I don't want to take my family to that kind of environment where I don't think I can protect them properly with that many people. I just don't do it.
Oh yeah.
And because of that, I'm certainly not going to put them on any kind of a leash. I know some people do. I'm not going to do that because it's lazy. It's absolute lazy to do that.
Oh yeah, that's why mine when they were little, they were like up to your son's age, your little one that's 2.
Yeah.
And then they stayed in their strollers until they were 7. I modified the strollers so that by the time they got to 7, they could stay in it. And the only reason why I did that is, number one, I could put the bags and the coats and everything else with them in the stroller. Okay, but also I knew where they were. They were right there. You
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
I could look down and they were right there. Nobody could touch them. But the other thing I did before they started all this service dog stuff is we used to, when we lived in Oklahoma and we lived in Texas, and then the only time I had a problem was when we moved to Boston. I had 2 big German Shepherds that when I went to the grocery store, my dogs were right there. And they used to look at me, and people would come and say, dogs aren't, and my 2 dogs would just stand there and look at them, and they go, never mind, lady, it's all right. Just don't let them shit on the floor. I promise they won't shit on the floor. But, that was before service dogs, and my dogs were never service dogs. They were guard dogs.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why when I went to the horse shows, my kids sat in a playpen, and even your son Gavin is 9 years old. My kids were sitting in the playpen with the 2 German Shepherds right there, and they would be reading their book or coloring or doing something like that. As long as mom was in the ring, they stayed in the playpen. When I came back, then they got to show their horses. But other than that, they stayed in the playpen. I didn't ask strangers to watch them. I had 2 big German Shepherds watching my kids. But anyway, I'll let somebody else go. And
Okay,
you guys can
Greta.
talk about politics.
Oh, God, I
Talk to you
hope
later.
not. Take care, Greta.
Anyway, aloha to all.
Okay. Yes, my brother has entered the chat. Hey, John, I'm going to be over the house tomorrow. I got a couple of cigars I want you to try. I'm going to bring with me. So, yeah, I think you'll enjoy these. They're really, really good stuff. And, I got someone, look like Andrew jumped into the Discord. What's up,
Hello.
Andrew? How's it going?
Oh, it's going well.
It's going well.
Just got back from the dojo.
Ah, okay. How was class today?
It was good. I fought my friend.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that in
That's awesome.
February. It's fun fighting friends.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm like, I got to say, though, trying to ramp up working out again. I am sore. I mean, I am like in pain sore, but I know, after a week or so of doing this, it'll start to feel better. But I got till February
That's true.
to
Yeah,
drop.
I stopped working out my legs, for a while, and then when I did it again, it was like the next day. I'm like, oh, haven't done that in a while, huh?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
Tommy.
that's-
Of course, I kicked his ass. Actually, I actually almost got as many points as he did. It was actually pretty close. The thing is, I got 2 tenths. I wasn't relaxed during the fight, and we fought for 5 minutes, so I was very tired by the end, and he was not. And also, he's like 7 ranks higher than me. He's been fighting since he was like 7 or something, and I only started a year ago. So,
Well, the cool thing is the guy I'm fighting is a friend, and we've fought many times before in class. And yeah, Roy's up there saying I'm going to get my ass beat. We have the same amount of years in karate. We're only 1 month apart. So it's so I mean we're the same height. We're literally the same size, and the only difference is he has more kickboxing experience than me. He's fought all over the world in kickboxing. He was world class. But my body has fared better than his over the years. I haven't had as much damage to mine as his. So I think I'm going to have a little more spring to my step. We'll see what happens in February.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm not going to be. I didn't say kickboxing, did I, John? I said kickboxing.
No, you said boxing.
Okay.
But I also
my brother
have a
John's
friend who
messing with me.
I also have a friend who joined a month after me, but he's in college, so now I'm like way ahead of him.
Oh, you're way ahead of him? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to John, you used to be in Discord, but I kicked your ass out. Just saying. I kicked your lousy
Who's
ass.
that?
My brother John. I kicked my brother John out of Discord. He was never there.
Right. No, he wasn't here. What was he doing?
No, my brother John wants to talk. He can call up, and if you call, you can talk to everybody in the Discord anyway.
That's true. Yeah.
Wait a second. I'll laugh when he plays this back and says kickbox. Oh, I hope to God I didn't, you bastard, John.
I don't think you did.
I'm going to
we'll
edit it out. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to overdub, and I'm.
Be a really bad jump cut edit.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Multi-threat. Okay. See, my brother John, he's just going to harass me. That's why he's not getting the Discord. That's okay.
You know,
he only joined Discord
David...
anyway because of fantasy football, and then he wasn't talking, so I'm like, get the hell out of here. And I'm getting my ass handed to me week after week in fantasy football. I'm having the worst. Last year was better than this year. It was so bad.
Oh, wow. It's that bad.
Hey,
huh?
Flo Rida's in the house. You always come in here when you over-medicate yourself. Man, if you're going to over-medicate yourself, Flo, at least call in the damn show and let us laugh. Okay, really. I mean, I have no problem with an over-medicated Flo Rida calling into the show. You know, Roy, how about this? I'm going to give it to him for free. How's that? I'm going to give him the link for free. There we go. I'll get him in Discord. Wait a second. I'm going to send it right from here. I forgot. I'm going to do this here. And then, I'm going to send it to you in Messenger, John. Not like you ever answer it. I'm telling you, John is like the worst person to ever phone call him. Don't bother calling him. He ain't going to answer it. Don't text him. He might see it in like a day or two. And he'll tell you straight out, yeah, I saw that, but I ignored you. This is what blood does. This is what blood does. He's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. And I'm like, why didn't you get back in touch with me? He goes, because I didn't feel like it. This is my brother. What a prick. I mean, holy cow. Let's see if I can do this. How do you do this? I mean, how do you do the stream and then oh God, Mousy, really? You're gonna come in here and talk about him? Of course I'm banned. Both my accounts are banned from him.
I don't know how to send someone a message on YouTube.
Oh, Roy, just stop being such a kiss ass. Really? The hell you think you... Anyway, let me see if I can... Roy's just being a kiss ass. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna
Your
copy
brother
that.
sounds like an awesome guy. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's just being a kiss ass. Let me see if I can... Oh, here he is. Okay. John, I'm sending it to you in Messenger. Doing this in the middle. There it is. You got it in Messenger. Maybe you'll grace us and answer it. Pricks unite. Yeah, whatever. I hope you have a microphone set up. Because the second you get in there, if you just lurk, I throw lurkers out. And I have no qualms. Yeah, when you get in there, just go to what do you call it? Go to the stream live chat if you're able to. I might have to I can't believe I might have to actually give him a title in here to get him in there. Oh, brothers. All of you that never had brothers or sisters and you wish you did, yeah, well, let me tell you something. It's not all that great.
My brother's great, except whenever he decides to eat lunch right here in the same room as me, he like slurps it down in the loudest way possible. It's so annoying.
Does he do it on purpose?
I don't know. I think he does.
John.
But my dad does it too, I think. So it might be hereditary. Maybe I do it too, and I don't even know it.
Oh, geez. Here he is.
What?
Yeah. See, this is my brother John. Yeah. Yeah. So what was so important that you had to come in Discord?
What?
What was so important you had to come in Discord and harass me? You could have just texted it, Mr. Dictionary.
Who says I'm going to harass you? Who says I'm going to harass you?
I just figured you would. That's what you always do.
Well, you. Everybody knows what assume means.
Oh, here we go. So it's a cliche. That's what you came in here to give us cliches?
Everybody knows.
What do I know?
I don't know what he knows.
That's a
he
good
doesn't know
question.
anything.
What do I know?
What do I know? What? Can anybody even hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're just ignoring you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah. If you're ignoring me, that's fine.
Yeah,
So
so we can hear you. God, I had that
You
way
can't
too
ignore
loud.
me if you can't hear me.
I had that way too loud. Okay.
That's a good point.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Why is everybody giving him compliments? It's like Roy's in there. He's like half jocking him. I mean, then again, we all know things about Roy. So that's besides the point.
Hey. Roy is an upstanding young man.
Hey, he ain't young. He's an old prick. Oh,
That's
here
why
Okay,
everybody
wait a
likes
second
me.
now.
That's why everybody likes me.
Yeah. Pastor Jack is calling in. Everybody, Pastor Jack. Pastor Jack.
Oh, it's Pastor Jack. Stop saying prick.
No, Pastor Jack. Pastor Jack hung up. Pastor Jack, call back in. Look, if you have grazing plots for your hunting area, don't send me in pictures of your grazing plot while I'm on the live stream. Yes, my brother John has a great picture or a great face for Discord. Yes, he has a great face for Discord, much like mine for radio. Yeah.
A great face for Discord?
Yeah, because ain't no faces.
Oh, well, I was gonna say he looks kind of like some anime dude. I don't know if that's good or bad for Discord.
I don't know.
It's from High School of the Dead. In case anybody was wondering.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a second here. Okay, hold on.
Most people probably just don't give a shit, so that's cool.
You there, Pastor Jack?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, man. Pastor
how you
Jack
doing?
is in the house, man. I'm doing okay. I took a week off, so I'm
I
doing
know,
better.
cause you threw my whole week off by doing that.
I did?
Yeah, I was counting on you to come in on Friday. I said,
Oh.
where is he at?
Yeah, I ended up doing a Saturday stream instead.
Yes. Hello to everybody in the Discord. How you guys doing?
Hey, Pastor
Good.
Jack.
How are you, Pastor Jack?
Great. Well, I want to ask Steve or anybody who want to answer this. What do you think about? I think the lady is in Texas. The police officer who killed the black guy. She was found guilty.
Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier.
She was. Hallelujah. Amen.
Yep. Ooh. That was loud.
And I was,
Anyway.
and I was kind of shocked that I don't think she even tried to give the man no medical attention.
No, I don't think so. Well, here's the deal. There were things
She was too busy texting her lover.
Yeah, well, they were saying that there was text messages between her and the guy previous to this, so I don't know.
And during, too, because she texted him and said, hurry up, I fucked up.
Oh, she hoping? Yeah, she hoping for someone to help her bury the body or something.
She had screwed up.
Bury the body.
She kept saying, I went into the wrong apartment. I went into the wrong apartment. I went into the wrong apartment. Never tried helping the guy. Never tried giving him CPR. Never showed any concern for him whatsoever. She was more worried about herself.
Yeah, and guess what? Now she's got, well, I don't know how many, 99 years she can.
Well, she can get 5 to 99.
Yeah.
Yes. And
She's got a lot of time.
I don't know how you go to the wrong apartment. I mean, I live in an apartment now, but the first apartment, they all look just alike. But you always hit something outside your door to remember. Because I know these apartments look just alike.
Yeah.
But I know if I set this flower or something by my door, a welcome mat, something that be distinctive that you know, regardless of the fact. That's like you say, okay, look, come up the stairs. My apartment gonna be on your left, but come all the way down. You're gonna see a door with a reef on it. And it's like a colorful wreath. You know, you always know the description of your front door.
Yeah, well, she's now from the elevator. I guess it was the same exact spot. How many doors down, except for the fact that there was a friggin' doormat, a bright red doormat in front of it. Don't you? Who looks down at the door handle when you're getting ready to turn it and not see the damn red floor mat that she doesn't have at her place?
Exactly.
Wait, so this woman went to go to her own apartment and accidentally went into the wrong one?
Yes, and then shot the person thinking there was an intruder. I mean, first off, okay, guys, everybody is nose blind to their home, okay? Everybody's nose blind to it. So if you walk into someone else's home, are you not going to immediately know this ain't the same place?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Whether it's the food they're cooking, you know what I mean? Everybody's nose blind to their own place. So when you're in a different place, you know it. So first thing, how about the different furniture? Okay? I mean, there's so many things. And like I said, this has to be the only trial I refused to watch and listen to. Like I said earlier, we were talking about O.J. Simpson. I watched the entire trial. I watched the entire Zimmerman trial. I couldn't watch this one. I was so afraid that they were going to just sugarcoat it and she was going to walk with a slap on the back of the wrist. And I'm glad she got convicted.
Me too. Now, you got to go to the second phase, which is sentencing.
Yes, that's important.
Yeah, because if they give her 5 years, look, and we talked about this earlier. I don't care if they give her 99 years. It's still no justice. Even if they killed her, sent her to the friggin' electric chair, it's not justice because there's still an innocent person dead. It doesn't matter what happens to her. There's still an innocent person that has lost their life. It was taken from them. Now, unless you can revive that person and bring them back and send the other one to their maker, there ain't no justice.
That's justice.
Well, unless you can do that,
let's do it.
Okay, you're gonna revive. Okay.
Yeah, even let me share this with you, Steve. Even when I used to be a knucklehead and the police tased me once, and well, when they tase you, you lose all body control function, so you can put it whatever you want to put on that one. Well, at least the officer asked me, was I okay? She called an ambulance for me.
Okay.
I'm just wondering. I mean, they say, Jack, are you okay? I said, I think so. He said, we're going to call you an ambulance, but you're still going to jail, all right? I'm like, all right. I'm ready to go right now. This hurts. But what I'm saying is at least they was whether they lying or not, but at least they seemed like they was worried about my condition when I got hit with that taser twice.
Yeah.
And I was just, it's sad that I don't know how many rounds she didn't let off into the man.
I mean,
2, 1 hit, 1 missed.
Jeez. Well, here's the thing.
The angle of the shot was downward, so he was at a lower position than her.
He was sitting in the chair.
He was taller than her.
He was taller
than her.
Wasn't he sitting on the couch?
So he was either seated. I don't think he was seated on the couch, but he was either crouched. You know how you duck? Somebody points a gun, you get down low, and so he got low. At some point in time during that confrontation, he got low. The bullet came down, hit him in the chest, hit his heart, hit his lungs, went down. I mean, ripped him up and ended up in muscle in the lower area, closer to the back than the front, and lodged itself there. But it was a kill shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's center mass, but here's what I'm saying. I mean, people are asking about the justice thing, Mike. I guess my comment on justice, but yeah, Roy, it's closure when the person, look, when I had my 3 friends murdered by that ex-cop, yeah, it was closure when he was sentenced to 3 life sentences and then 10 years for the one that he injured. Okay, yeah, he was going to spend the rest of his life in jail, which he did. He died in jail. He killed himself. Well, he only made 6 years, but still. But it wasn't justice because I had 3 friends that were gone.
Correct.
I mean, think about it. You're still suffering. You still have a loss. That was someone's child. What if that was your child? You know, and you're like, yay, I got justice. Yeah, so the person's convicted, they go in jail, but I don't call that justice. I just say they're serving their time. It's not justice.
Well, you're talking about universal justice, and
Yeah.
you're not going to get that.
No, of course not. And then I just,
This is as close to justice as we get.
yeah. And you know something? I think the conviction, I think is a good thing. But at the same time, I want to know the years she's going to get. And they better not be lenient on her just because she was a cop.
I think they will.
I'll tell you what, there were a couple of times when that judge, who was an African-American woman, looked like she was going to cry. It really did. Because I mean, even his next-door neighbor, who was trying to, when he was on the witness stand, he broke down at one point. And, this is a tough kid. This is... he's got tattoos all over his body. This is a tough guy. This guy grew up hard, and he broke down.
Yeah.
So I mean, this was a horrible, horrible incident that should have never happened. This woman, they depicted that she had 19 instances of knowing she was in the wrong place, and she ignored all 19.
Yeah.
Wow.
The floor in the parking garage.
She could have realized she was in the wrong place.
Yeah, she went to the wrong floor in the parking garage. Everything's going to look different. I mean, it's just there's different numbers. There's numbers everywhere.
Yeah.
Numbers everywhere.
Now,
there was a huge vase at a turning point when the hallways meet, which was the telltale sign that you're on the third floor. She ignored that. She ignored the red rug, the red greeting mat in the front. And here's another thing. You walk inside the house. He's smoking marijuana. Now, is that a crime? Yeah. Is that worth being shot over? No, but he's smoking marijuana. You would think, okay, my apartment doesn't smell like marijuana. I'm a cop. It shouldn't, at least, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't.
The decor is slightly different. He was messy. She was very clean. The decor, all these things are all around her, and she's ignoring all of this stuff.
Well, you know what she probably thought.
What Trump said was that, and then she deleted all her text messages afterwards, which was.
But that don't. Well, see, they can still pull them, Steve. Oh, yes, they can.
Yeah.
I watched First 48. They still be pulling them text messages.
Yeah. Yeah, they can, even if you delete them.
Yeah.
I mean, well, first off, the guilty run when no one's chasing, okay?
Correct.
They run when no one's chasing. So if she's doing that, she knows she's in trouble. Of course, she even told her friend she text message, I screwed up.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, let me give you an update on something, Steve. Do you hear anything about the Word Network?
No.
Okay, all black preachers, pastors, let me leave myself out of it. I ain't doing it. I told them to go to hell.
Well, I ain't in it because I'm not completely black. I'm just half black, right?
Oh, yes. I'm half black too when it come down. Yeah. So I guess after the statement that Benny Hinn made,
okay,
Bishop Bloomer made another statement, and then something happened on the Word Network that he said he don't want to be over there no more. He decided to leave, which I know that's a lie because they're paying you too much money. I already know that come on. So he said they is white owned, which you know that when you partner up with them. So we're not going to play that game. You already know who owned the building when you came over there. So now they want all blacks to protest the Word Network because Bishop George Bloomer states that the guy texted him, sent him some whatever, called him the N-word, and blah, blah, blah. So they going at it. So all these mega preachers supposed to be protesting. I told them, you're stupid. Because you knew the man was white when you start working over there. Come on now. And what I'm thinking is, after Benny Hinn made that statement, and he said the prosperity gospel, after Benny Hinn made that statement, hit us all hard in their pockets, 30% low. And it seemed like it's going to go up week after week.
Okay.
I'm like, wow. So they want to protest the Word Network. So just be on the lookout for some type of media blitz on that one.
Oh, my God. Like I said, the first thing I said was basically the news, the politics of the day are the hyperbole derby. That's what I'm calling it from now on, the hyperbole derby, because it is ridiculous. Overreaction to everything.
It is. And I think Bloomer should have shut up and mind his business. Whatever Benny Hinn said had nothing to do with him. But like I said, these niggers always want to put their nose in somebody's business. So when he got fired, he said he quit. I believe he got fired. Then he want to protest against him. You should have kept doing what you're doing. I think he got caught stealing. Because he be having people up on his show taking his time slot, and he ain't kicking it back to the word network.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll pay you, you supposed to pay them, but they probably ain't getting no cut. That's stealing. That's exactly what it is. So they have this black little politics go. I told them, don't call me. I don't care about you, and I don't care about no word network. Get your Bible and shut up. So I don't think they will be calling me, and I'm not helping with that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to watch how it unfolds.
Well,
and sooner or later, they will get exposed.
You get yourself in more trouble with the church, man. I love it.
That's a good thing. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, no.
I'm just glad I'm glad you're not on my Facebook page. I got something for him when it comes down to Halloween. I got something for him.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm already ready for the Halloween. For any church that does it, you are not a Christian. You are part of witchcraft.
Well, that's what the whole holidays start. I mean, well, the holidays, of course, it goes back to the whole pagan ritual of the the night, basically the Night of the Dead is. I mean, come on. And of course,
trunk or treat. Anybody who participates in that, you part of witchcraft and doctrine. That's all what it is. And when you get done, build you a tower of Babel.
I didn't give a shit about any of that. I just wanted candy.
Yeah, I didn't care about that when I was a kid either. But still, I mean, like I said, I mean, if you go to it's definitely like if you go to a costume party or something. But I mean. I think
what's bad is if you know what it's about and you believe, your beliefs would not be good with that, then you should.
Yes. My fight is they have it at the so-called synagogues. That's where the problem I have with it. They have it at these churches, parking lots and everything.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
my old church used to have they would but it wasn't Halloween they were celebrating. It was the Harvest Festival, and everybody dressed up, and they gave out candy, but they called it the Harvest Festival.
Yeah, the harvest, all right. But you know what? I would just and then I'm waiting on them because after that comes Christmas. That's when I come in.
Oh yeah, look, Christmas already passed. It was in September.
Well,
that's when he was born. Feast of Trumpets. Okay. That's when he was born. Feast of Trumpets. Okay.
How do we know that?
Yeah. We know. You look at the Bible. It says it was during the Feast of Trumpets he was born. Guess what time of year that is? September. A little bit off from the cold Christmas night where all the white people gathered around and they gave birth to white Jesus. Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. September, he's a Virgo.
No, that's that brainwashing of Constantine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It wasn't a cold Christmas night.
Yeah. Hey, let me get back inside this restaurant. I love you guys, and I'll be listening in.
Pastor Jack, you take care, brother.
Okay,
Later,
I love
man.
all of you guys.
Later, man.
Put your peanut butter in the chocolate and just drop it in the pumpkin. Nobody gets hurt.
Step away from the candy and no one gets hurt. Oh, my God. Oh, geez. Oh, wow, we're already an hour and 16 minutes in. So I'll go an hour and a half tonight, seeing that I didn't do a stream all last week. Wasp Bear was born in September. Wasp, are you Jesus? Okay.
I was born in September.
I know you were. Yeah, I know you were.
But Jesus and I got something in common.
What was that?
You were born?
We were both born in September.
Okay.
Both Virgos.
I'm sure Jesus was really concerned about what astrological sign he was.
Jesus is just all right with me. Jesus is just all right.
So
Jesus was a wasp.
A white Anglo-Saxon
He's
Protestant.
Not white. Jesus was the furthest thing from white.
Even
There
says
is
in
no
the
white
Bible.
Jesus.
It says in the Bible he had skin of bronze. Bronze
Skin
is
of
kind of
burnt
dark.
Bronze.
It's kind of dark.
He's got
a white Anglo-Saxon
Protestant, yeah.
Jesus was a wasp.
Next, I'm going to hear from someone. Jesus
He
was
on
Aryan.
he was on the stage back in the 80s with Blackie Lawless and the other members of the band Wasp. Yes. He was the sacrifice at the... Oh, well, that's just way off. Okay, I'm not going to go any further. That's bordering on sacrilege right there.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, he was American Indian.
He was an American Indian.
Was he the one crying in that old 70s pollution commercial?
Jeez. That was an American Indian.
Oh, my God.
That was an Italian.
I'm not Catholic, but I'm going to have to go to confession for that one.
Was that an Italian?
So unless you mean that Jesus was an Italian disguised as a Native American.
That's right. He wasn't even Indian. He was
getting
Italian.
Closer. In Italy, Rome. We're getting closer to Jesus now.
Yeah,
so
please don't litter, says Jesus.
Please don't litter.
Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, Jesus was probably like a Sicilian Italian.
Could have been. The Jesus and Smokey the Bear standing side by side, telling you not to litter and only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, I could just see him. I could just see him now standing before the church. Only you can stop this whole thing from fucking up.
Jesus, I
I
thought
want
Jesus
you
was
to
a Jew.
join Christianity.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a Jew. Yep.
He was a Jew until he ended that whole thing.
What do you mean he was a Jew until... Andrew, are you going replacement theology on me?
The covenant. He ended the covenant.
He didn't end it. He fulfilled it.
Whatever. Same thing.
It doesn't mean that you're no longer Jewish. It means he even separated it. He said, look, first the Jew, then the Gentile.
Well, yeah, he just ended the thing that Jewish people do, so they needed a new word.
Yeah. Sure. Oh my God, this is going religion. This talk. I didn't want to do religion tonight.
Only you can prevent crucifixion.
What?
Don't hang me, bro. Don't hang me. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's painful. Jeez.
Well, it depends on what kind of Bible it was. Was it hardcover, soft?
Yeah, they hurt.
King James, New International.
Look, I mean, if you Bible thump with a hardcover Bible, you're just mean.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, at least be a little kind-hearted and use, paperback, maybe just the New Testament so it flexes a little more,
Maybe a pocket Bible?
Yeah, like the Gideon's ones. Just a little slap across the face.
Like
God's not very flexible, so the Word of God is not flexible.
No, it's
all
not.
All Bibles should be hardcover.
Yes.
And hard page.
Yep.
Why hard paged?
Like they're made of like hard plastic or something. I don't
know. That's one heck of a big Bible.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that would be about the size as the book Understanding All Females.
What?
actually made of chew gum.
Did you just say a book understanding all?
Yeah, I mean, imagine the size of a Bible if all the pages were hard plastic. It'd be about the size of the book explaining women.
Oh, I see.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
big book.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of pages.
That used to be a meme, actually. It was a book that stood like 3 feet tall. That's how thick it was. It was, you know.
The Bible?
Oh my God, Andrew, just drop it. Just you're killing me. You're killing me, Andrew. Did you get hit hard? Did you get hit hard in BJJ class? And did you get hit hard tonight?
I got a Bible thrown at me.
Was it hardcover? Is that why we're on this subject?
What do you think? Of course.
I think God knew exactly what he was doing when he created woman.
Do you think he was sitting back going, "Oh, this will mess with you now"?
This is perfect.
Go to sleep now, Adam.
That's right. Like he didn't ask Adam for permission.
He just roofied him.
God was like very invasive. Like just go.
Yeah,
to sleep,
he totally
you know?
Bill Cosby'd him, roofied him, and
God did kind of a Bill Cosby thing. I'll wait till you go to sleep.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he roofied him. Then he woke up and he's like, "Man, where's my rib?" He's like, "What the heck, man?"
And Adam was like, "What the fuck?
Where did this broad come from?
What the fuck is this?" I don't know. I mean, was she there the next day when he woke up?
That's what it says.
Did he wake up the next day?
We don't know how long he was sleeping. It's supposed to be he put Adam in a deep sleep.
In a deep sleep.
Yeah.
He roofied Adam.
Yeah, he roofied him.
Adam.
You roofied him, yeah. Yanked his rib out, made a woman.
Yanked his rib out.
He
did not ask for permission. Did not ask for permission.
It was divine roofing.
Divine roofing. And I'm going to give you something that you didn't ask for.
Yeah, pastry. That's like Chris Rock going, "How much for just one rib?"
You see, that's pretty much all of life is I'm going to give you something you didn't ask for.
Because I feel bad. You're so lonely.
Yes, you need a helpmate. Yeah, wasn't she supposed to help?
You know, God, when I was lonely, at least I knew when something went wrong whose fault it was.
But now, now it doesn't matter. It's still your fault.
Regardless of whose fault it is, it's still my fault. So where did I benefit from any of this?
Well, I mean, you got to make love to a woman.
Yeah, I guess.
So
I don't know. I think sometimes rubbing one off is just as good.
So you got to realize what happens when, like, all the shit that comes with that, all the stuff that comes with that.
Oh man,
is you know, if you love her, and I'm sure you do, because humans know so much about love. That you're willing to deal with that. Okay, all right, okay. And then she cuts you off because she's trying to settle down now, because that's what women do. Okay, we had our kids. Okay. I still love her though. And then you're old and you can't even really do it well anymore, but you're still with her.
But you lied to yourself really well.
You still love her. You're gray. You're
like a Martian.
Just fucking worn out. And thank God you love her.
Yep.
I don't know. You know, the whole thing is and it's funny because I was so when I was married, I was pro-marriage. When I got divorced, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
You were like, fuck this shit.
Everybody who was married at that point was, you're all stupid. So I guess I don't know. I just know one thing: I'll never get married again. I don't even want to live with a woman. I don't want to sleep next to a woman. I don't want none of that shit.
You disgruntled motherfucker.
I guess for some people though that
Chloroform takes a while.
I'm sitting here talking at the time I'm reading chat going, what the fuck
They're
are they
talking about chloroform.
I'm saying shit like chloroform and
Holy jeez. Okay. Anyway. Oh my God. So,
Roy, what the hell is MGTOW? I'm like old. I like an old white cracker.
he's even older than me, guys. I know you find that hard to believe, but he is older than me by almost 2 years.
Oh my God, that's old.
Yep.
It's inconceivably old.
See,
All
I'm
right,
not.
So somebody tell me what MGTOW is.
I don't know.
MGTOW, men go their own way.
What?
It's a bunch of people who don't like women and decide not to get married.
Well, no. Don't get me wrong. I love women. I just don't want to live with them.
Oh, well, then you're not.
I genuinely love being with women. Most of my friends are female, and I'm good with that. But I don't want to live with the bitch.
Yeah, he's not. He's
You
not.
live with her.
He's not incel. No, not for sure. No, for sure he's not incel. Yeah.
So maybe he's still MGTOW, but not incel MGTOW.
Yeah. I've discovered that there is less stress, especially for somebody with heart disease like I have. There's less stress when you're single. Sometimes single is a good thing.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it's a good thing. Yes, of course we can. We just want to. We just want to get up and go home afterwards. That's all. That's all. We can, but we just want to go home afterwards. I'll cuddle. I'll even cuddle for a few moments. Sure, okay, but I'm going home. There is no such thing as the right woman. That does not exist. That is the.
Wait. It doesn't exist for you. I happen to find a
no
really.
such thing as the right woman. There is a woman who can come close to that, but there is no such thing as the right woman.
Oh, John, come on, really? Yeah, you're just disgruntled. You're just disgruntled. I mean, I think there's a woman that is right. There's a woman that's right for everyone.
I'm looking at this having had been married, and then I'm looking at it now as having been also being single. All right. Our expectations of our mate come with a wedding ring. I expect you now to be this wife. This is it. You are my wife. So you're going to do this, and this. And if you're not this, we're going to have a problem. And it's the same thing on the other side. The woman is the same way. All right. You're going to be this. And if you're not this, then we've got something wrong, and somebody's going to have to change. Well, if you have to change, you're not the right person.
What?
Oh my God, he's so wrong. You're right, Greta. He's wrong.
No wonder you're divorced.
Yes, no wonder.
Greta,
John.
I didn't say all this shit so that Greta could agree with me. I'm saying
no. You know,
just basically
John.
how I feel.
Yeah. Your feelings. Oh, I forgot your feelings are. Yeah. Okay. It's
you
feelings.
have to realize, Pinder, he thinks you're stupid.
Pastor Jack, I would love to marry Pam Grier. That woman's fine as you know what.
Oh yeah. See, shallow brother comes out. Yeah. Okay. So
you said you wouldn't marry anyone.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't say I would marry Pam Grier.
Oh my God. No. Okay. So
I did
John
not say
says
I would marry Pam
So
Grier.
John says
I
there's
would definitely hang with Pam Grier.
the only expectation I have that I even had when I got married. The only expectation I had was, okay, this person is willing to work with me together and make a family. And we're going to work through the shit that we know is going to happen. That's the only expectation.
I don't want the Dallas cop. You know who I do want? I want that chick that stabbed her boyfriend 27 times. What's her name? Remember her?
I'm gonna hook him up with Mrs. Bobbitt.
Who is the one with the glasses and she? I can't think of her name. She's crazy, but damn, girl's fine as hell.
Yeah, I should hook John up with Cynthia Rothrock.
I don't. Jody, yes, there you go, Roy. Thank you.
Oh, you two
Jody
are like
Arias.
twins. I think Roy's related. Either that or you're not. The frig.
I don't know if I'm pissing Greta off. I'm just making her laugh. I don't know, but
I think Jodie Foster is John's type.
Let me tell you something about crazy women and bad women. They're going to be honest with you. They're going to be straight up. It's going to be brutal as hell, but they're going to be honest with you. Whereas a good woman who's righteous and she's going to sugarcoat things. No, I'm not upset. Everything's fine. And when she walks away, she's digging her nails into the palm of her hands.
John, okay, first off, you are formulating this based on the relationship you had with the woman you were married to, which we all know between you and me. No. John, I was there for
the only relationship.
John, you forget I'm your brother. I was there for them all. I saw the shit that happened. Okay? You forget.
I've lived with a woman for 25 years of my life, almost half my life.
Okay, if you call that living, anyway. Okay, we'll just say this. I did not like this woman, and I made it very clear that I did not like this woman. Just saying. You can see the forest, when you're away from it, okay? John was in the middle of it. He couldn't see the forest from the trees, okay? I was away from it. I saw that shit a long ways off. And I was like, oh, hell no. Then again, I was married to a complete something. We'll just call it that. And I've dated a few of those, too. So, John and I have had front row seats for each other's relationship disasters. Making all the wrong decisions. What?
I probably had the right woman at one point in time, and I walked away from her.
Which one was that?
More than likely.
Which? No, I know them, John. Name one, and I'll tell you were an idiot.
Florence.
Oh, well, yeah. I dated her sister.
All right.
Her sister
back
Frances.
In the day when we first started going out.
Yeah, her sister Frances.
Not
I dated
the Florence
her.
afterwards, but the Florence before.
Yeah.
That was stupid. Completely stupid.
Yeah.
And then recently, there's been one, and you know what the problem is that women my age, and I'm not going to generalize here. I'm going to say women that I have dated since I broke up, since Shelly and I got divorced. My age. They're either broken beyond repair, or they still think they got it in them to get a younger guy. Okay. That's fine. But I have yet to find a variation on that. I've yet to find a variation from those two. And I've tried.
John, we hear it all the time from women that are in their 40s. They're like, oh, where did all the good women, or where did all the good men go? And we're like, they married good women.
Would I marry for money? No. Mm-mm.
You wouldn't?
Nope. Nope.
Really?
No. Money doesn't do anything for you.
I wouldn't do it either.
Money doesn't do a damn thing for you.
I had some people at work who were asking each other, would you marry someone if they had a lot of money and you just had to sit there and take care of the home? I'm like, no way. Just because I get some dollars.
I would marry for less and then hate myself for it.
So Pastor Jack said, as long as you don't marry, look like the lady from Sanford and Son, Esther.
Oh, come on, man. No picking on Esther.
God, I used to love that show. Anyway. Elizabeth. Oh my God, that was funny. Anyway.
Don't take anything of what I said, by the way, serious.
We're not being serious. This is how John and I talk.
I love taking the what do they call it? The devil's advocate route. I do things out of spite because I just love shaking the tree more than anybody.
That's okay.
There's nobody who loves to shake the tree more than me.
Yeah, you should have seen the conversation I had with Shamrock earlier. Oh my God, she was just. I was messing with her head so bad. She was not having it. I mean, we were in Discord earlier today, and I set her up, and I'm just like, I'm setting you up.
I was witness to that.
Well, if you scroll up, you can see it, guys. I mean, I set her up really bad. And I even warned her. I said, I'm setting you up. I said, because no matter what you answer, I'm going to bring it back to what you said before. So,
Sergeant Peterson, that's a big hell yes.
Well, see, okay, so, John, you said you would never marry again. You wouldn't do anything like that.
She's going to leave me as soon as she becomes a citizen. What do I care? I know that's going to happen.
So you're talking like mail order, hot bride from like Russia?
I know that's I know she's going to leave me.
Or like the Philippines or something?
You know? It's not a real marriage. It's not like me saying, "Oh, I love you and you love me, and we're going to try and make this work." That's not that's not what that is.
God,
and that's not what I want.
You're such a shallow bastard.
I am.
I thought I was.
I never denied that.
I thought I was shallow. I thought I was shallow. I really thought I was shallow.
You're not shallow.
I can be. I can say I'm shallow. I married a hot wife.
You could say you're shallow.
He's like your standard underground pool. He's mostly deep, but sometimes shallow.
What the fuck? Oh my God, Andrew. Oh shit, Roy is in the house now. Oh damn, now it's all gonna go to hell. No, he's not gonna say anything. He's just here listening now.
Actually cold, Greta. The water's cold, girl. The water is cold, and I admit that. I really don't. I don't. There was a time when I did have a heart, and I still have a heart when it comes to my family, especially my nephews. I love my nephews dearly. I love my own children dearly, and I will do anything and everything for them. But as it goes beyond that, you shaking your head for? Fuck you. But yeah, when it comes to anything else, no, I don't need to be. I've what's the word I'm looking for? I have overextended my graciousness to people and got very little to show back in return. So yeah.
Yeah, I know that. See, that's what I've seen happen. I've seen you pour your heart out and get nothing in return.
Get nothing in return. Yeah. So, sad. I'm not. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's something that I just acknowledge. It's who I am now, and okay, and I go on. I move on.
Well, I mean, there are two. I'm gonna put two names out there, and it's just gonna be their first name, John. And these two women are two that changed our life in a drastically bad way. And I know you're gonna know the names I'm gonna throw out there. I'm just gonna throw out the first name.
This is like matching scars. This is match. Like we're comparing war wounds now. Go ahead.
Well, no, it is. It's like, look at mine. I got bit by a shark on this leg. Look at this one. Tore my pecker clean off.
This was Linda in the mid '90s. Look at that shit. See that?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Linda, and mine, of course, was Carrie. But It's like, look at this one. Tore the pecker clean off.
Yeah. Ripped my heart in two. I should have gotten a purple heart for that. I should have gotten a purple heart for that.
John, you went back for more. You were like, please do that again. You went back for more too, and it's like, holy cheese.
Dude, let's just consider everything. Dawn and how that ended.
Oh, Dawn.
Then there's Linda and how that ended. Charlene and how that ended. And then Shelley and how that. My track record sucks.
I never saw.
Well,
wait a second.
What's the common denominator here?
Well, I don't know. Maybe eyebrow here, because I could not figure out how you like Dawn. Her sister Robin was kind of hot, but
Dawn had a good heart when we first got together.
Well, I'm talking about looks. I'm talking the shallow side of life here, okay? Because I couldn't figure out whether she had more hair on her eyebrows or her legs.
She was Portuguese. What do you want?
Oh, that's true. She had like brush cutters, man.
Thank you, sidekick. That's the way I see it now. You know, I really got no reason to get married. I've had my kids. I can't have any more. That's taken care of. And there's no reason to get married. There really isn't any reason to get married. I'm just going to enjoy my life. I want to travel. I want to do things that I have not been able to do in the last 25 years. So,
yeah, it is personal, Williams, by the way. It is personal. Yeah, this is we're just throwing out personal luggage because I got my brother in here. So, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, but John remembers Carrie, okay? Oh my God. I dated a feminazi.
And Greta, that's what I loved about her. She was hairy and had big boobs.
Greta's Portuguese, by the way.
Wasp. That's where Steven and I are from.
Yeah, Wasp is from Rhode Island. Wasp is from Rhode Island, by the way.
Yes, that's where we're from. We know these Portuguese women that you speak of. He shaved her slowly.
Slap weasel. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh jeez, I'm crow, Greta. Come on.
We're getting all BDSM up in this now.
Oh my God.
Pastor, we need a blessing, quick.
Someone throw some holy water on this stuff and watch it sizzle. Oh my God.
Oh, Greta's Portuguese?
You didn't know? I just said she's Portuguese.
I didn't know. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Was her back hairier than yours, Steve? I don't know. I never saw her back. Glad I didn't. Never went swimming with her.
With Dawn? Actually, Dawn, she had more hair on her face than any other part of her body, really, to be honest.
Oh, God. Sideburns.
I know it sounds gross, but yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
20 minutes to the coast. A good day in traffic.
Look, I can't say anything. I mean, Carrie was nothing to look at, so I can't say anything.
And it wasn't, you know, in all honesty, it was more. It was just. We were kids. We were teenagers. I was a teenager at that time when I was with Dawn.
Yeah, I know, but I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s. So it's a little different.
So, you know, and again, I look at it now. You know, somebody said, "What's the common denominator?" Yeah, it was me. I was the common denominator, and I might have been the reason. I don't. You know, I'm not ruling that out. I could have been the reason for all of that. Maybe I'm a shithead.
You were a little whipped.
I could have been a complete shithead. I maybe done everything wrong. I don't know. But that's right there. That right there would be enough to say, yeah, I don't need to get married again because I suck at it. Sure. Why not?
Yes, everybody's in Discord right now.
If I can't be honest with myself, then I obviously couldn't convince anybody else of the same thing. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a really, really, really good point to make too. Is man, relationships that died usually because we couldn't be honest with ourselves. You're trying to make something work that just didn't fit.
Ladies, if you want an honest man, I'm your guy. I'm telling you like it is. You might not like what I have to say, but I'm going to tell you like it is. Unlike the guy that you're with right now who's telling you all these sweet things, and deep down, he can't wait to leave your ass.
It's like the ones that say, does this make my butt look big? No, your butt was friggin' huge without it.
Or like, yeah.
Yeah, well.
Does this make me look fat? No, it's the fat that makes you look fat. My hubby is totally honest. Good, Greta. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy that you have an honest husband. They're hard to find.
My wife's honest. I don't know. I found a unicorn. I'm pretty blessed. She didn't put up with my shit, though, John. My wife does not put up with my shit. Oh, my God, no. She's great. I love it. Yep, keeps me in my place. Anyway.
But guys still talk like guys. Why doesn't, you know, I may have not been around, changed from Chill Bear to my actual name.
Yeah.
Totally lost.
No, I know who Williams is. Used to be Chill Bear, yeah.
You had the fat butt convo with the wife just today? All right, guys, I got some tips for you. Next time your woman asks you, when she goes to the dressing room and she comes out and says, "How does this look on me?" There are two things you can say without getting into trouble.
Don't say
First
anything.
thing
Just
is,
attack her.
You reverse the question. You reverse the question and say, "Well, do you like it?" If she commits herself to yes, get it. If she says no, what are you trying it on for? Try something else on. That's one. Number two, if you honestly don't like it, tell her you don't like it. Say, "I've seen better stuff on you." Don't compliment her or complain about her physique.
Yeah, Ken. Yeah, DV. Ken. He's got it right there. Knowing the woman knows where the guns are stashed keeps the honesty flowing. Yeah. Also, Ken, knowing that the wife shoots just as good as you, if not better, really. So it's like it doesn't matter if I'm close or I'm a couple of 100 yards away. I'm dead. It's just
I saw. You can't say that to a black woman. You might get beat up. That's why.
No. If a black woman says, "Does this make my butt look big?" You say, "You're damn right it does." Oh yeah, and I like it.
Baby, that ass is fat.
pH. Well, you know how you get to a black woman's heart. There's a trick to this. Okay, there's a trick to this. No, he's freaking Andrew with a knife. Scalpel? No, you go up to her and you just say,
"With watermelon."
No, oh my God, you're bad, Roy. Shut up. Anyway,
did I hear that right?
Just wait. Let me finish, guys.
Somebody said child support.
If you want to ask a black woman to dance, if you're at a club and you want to ask a black woman to dance, you up to that woman and say, "My God, you are so beautiful. When I get home, I'm gonna throw out all my Beyonce posters." And she is butter right there, melting butter. You say that. I'm just telling you. You say that. You want to dance with a black woman at a club.
And this is why Steven needed to get married, because that shit just wasn't working.
It works.
He married the whitest girl he could find.
This is true. I can't deny.
Popeye's chicken. Oh, come on, guys.
Oh, you guys are bad. You guys are bad.
I liked child support the most.
And there's a way to a freaking cracker's heart too, and that's friggin' brisket and a gun. Whoa, crickets. You guys, everybody's typing. I can hear them.
That's just me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you type as fast as my brother John.
You mean this guy?
Hey, Mike, I think Richard Crude is funny in what he says. That's about it. He's a funny guy. You can't deny that. When he goes off on somebody, it's hysterical. I even laughed when he went off on me, made 3 videos about me, trashing me. I was dying laughing. So, yeah, I think Richard Crude is funny. I like his videos.
I like my women like I like my wine, aged in the cellar.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Put a cork in it. Anyway. Okay. Oh, my God, Texas Red. How the hell did this chat get this friggin' racist?
Because we started talking about
it's not racist. It didn't get racist. It got racial, not racist. It was racial, which is funny. But
30 years ago, this would have been stand-up comedy genius.
Well, yeah, and now Eddie Murphy is apologizing for all of it.
Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor.
Yeah, but Eddie Murphy's apologizing for all his comedy now.
George Carlin, all those guys. Lenny Bruce.
None of them would have a career these days.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
Williams.
And there are a lot of people who would look at that and say, well, yeah, that's the way it should have been. Really? I mean, we were all doing it. Every race, every color were telling racist jokes back then. It wasn't like it was just one specific group of people who were telling racist jokes. They were all doing it.
No, I mean this. Yeah, but this it's not racist. It was racial. I mean, look, I love making fun of my own race as much as anyone else's. Okay, but there's a time and a place for it too. You know.
I'm sorry, but the funniest damn thing that I've heard in the last few years has been Fluffy's racist basket.
Oh really? Oh yes, with the oh my God, I remember he sent that. Oh my God, he was dying laughing.
If you want to see something that is absolutely hilarious, what's his name? Iglesias.
Yes.
What's his first name? I cannot think of his first name, but
we always just called him Fluffy.
Go to YouTube and type racist basket Fluffy, and you will pull up one of the funniest skits.
I've seen that.
It's
ever.
hysterical. Hey, Citizen Z.
Hysterical.
You know, surprisingly, it's probably a miracle.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Yes, thank you, Texas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was that, Andrew? I didn't mean to cut you
I
off.
said surprisingly, it's probably a miracle, but I've actually seen that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do I consider Archie Bunker racist? His character was racist. Things that came out of his mouth were racial.
Yeah. However, Carol O'Connor was not
Not even close to racist.
Not even close.
Yeah. But his character
Racist gift basket. Yes, Tigger, that's what it's called. Racist gift basket.
Yeah, but that whole All in the Family, that the way it was originally couldn't even be aired today.
Oh God, no. No, not even close. I mean, and he didn't just pick on one. I mean, it was all over the place. All over the place.
Yeah.
But
yeah, racist gift basket was a funny one.
Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, that was. I have all that recorded. That was hysterical when I triggered Owen. Yeah, I still laugh about that. I actually just watched it again the other day, and then I went back and got me some more and got them all friggin' triggered again.
Cool.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. Slap Weasel just put it in.
There you go.
Is that you? Is that you, Andrew?
What?
Are you Slap Weasel?
You're gonna watch Hee Haw, Pastor Jack.
I am Andrew Kelly.
Okay.
I used to watch Hee Haw when we were young. That was funny.
I remember Hee Haw. Yep.
That was some funny stuff. Good music too.
Dad used to love watching that show all the time. I think he liked watching the girls more than anything. Honestly.
Yeah.
But
Come on, we have an 80-year-old dad who likes watching what the hell's that show? Oh my God, I can't remember it now. It's like it's on friggin' oh shit. I think what am I getting? Friggin' Alzheimer's or something?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not always. It just happens sometimes.
I'm trying to think of it. It's that freaking witchcraft show.
Witchcraft?
Yeah, it's about those 4 girls.
Oh, Charmed?
Yeah, Charmed. My 80-year-old dad watches Charmed. I'm sure it's because of the storyline is so intriguing.
He's got good taste. I mean, he used to watch I Dream of Jeannie faithfully.
Why did you time out Sawson?
Nobody can call the Three Stooges.
To be timed out.
Why did you time out Sawson? Oh, you did that on purpose.
She
Don't do
wants
that.
To be timed out
Oh,
so
she
can
wanted to
sleep.
be. Who's gonna time Sawson out so I sleep well? Oh, okay, yeah.
Jumped right on that.
Is that the same thing as like smacking her upside the head and knocking her out?
I don't know.
No.
Jeez.
Yeah. What were you talking about, Williams? Before I shut this thing down, because we're closing in on 2 hours. I can't believe I went this long.
Yeah.
But it was too funny.
Yeah, I'm heading out.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody. Take care.
Have a good one. No more phone calls tonight. Let's switch the screen. And let me start queuing up the time to go bye-byes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's her way of not feeling guilty for leaving. I gotcha.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay, guys, I'm going to start closing this thing down. We've gone just about 2 hours, and Yeah, it turned into a funny conversation. It started off a little slow, but it kind of picked up there at the hour mark. So, yeah, Saucin got martyred again. So, let me see. I got to make sure I get the right one up.
I got home at the hour mark.
There we go. Now, music is cued. Last time I played it with no music. Anyway. Everybody, I'm going to try to talk my brother John into doing a stream tomorrow during the day because I'm going to be over there puffing on a cigar at lunchtime with him. So maybe we do a stream. I don't know. I don't know if I can talk him into it. If not, well, we'll just do one on Thursday. So we'll be back here Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And, of course, Friday, I will be doing the cigar stream. Saturday, I'm going to be at the farm. So no one will see me Saturday. And again, I forgot to switch the music out. Man, I always do that. I get to talking and I forget to switch screens. Hey, who's blowing this thing up tonight? Oh, you guys are timing out everybody.
I can blow this thing up.
You're going to blow this thing up today? Okay.
Hey, Andrew, will you finish with some violin?
Oh, you know, I would play my violin, but there's people sleeping. Thursday.
Oh, you guys are all timing everybody out. Who do I get the time out?
I'll play some masterful.
Do I get the time out somebody?
Thursday.
I know who I'm timing out. Same person that was on my crap all friggin' night long. There we go. There.
I gotta say though, David, my violin playing has gotten like so good. You'll probably tear up at the.
I'll tear up either way. No, dude, I think that's awesome that you're doing it. Honestly.
Well, thank you. You know,
Oh
I
my
decided,
God.
I want to go learn an instrument.
Good for you. That's the way to be.
Okay, get ready. Oh, wait. So, no, we still got time to go. Jeez, I thought we were at the end already. Oh my God.
You bastard, you timed me.
I had to. It just felt like I should.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, you too, Roy.
Good night.
Everybody's getting timed out now. That's, yeah. Pastry's telling Roy to shut the F up. Okay. It's about time. You know, if you notice, this planet that we blow up is very round, very globe-like, don't you think?
Yeah, nothing like our Earth.
Yeah, it's nothing like ours, you know?
It's just a strange alien planet.
I was actually thinking on doing a part 3 of moon cheese served on a flat Earth plate. Because someone wants me to talk about hollow Earth. Thought that would be interesting. Oh, you guys...
If the Earth is hollow, where do we get all the iron from?
I don't know. Maybe it falls from the other side. Okay, blow this thing up. I just timed out Slap Weasel.
Slappy. Good night, Slappy.
Blowing up. Count it down. Too late.